Osita Obi, a fine morning to you, Coordinator Movement for Conduct of Local Government Elections in Anambra State. A fine morning to you, comrade.
Good morning, Kolawole. How is Lagos?
Okay, I'll take Kolawole, but add Yori. Add Yori.
Okay, Kolawole, Yori.
There you go. Good to have you on, comrade.
Thank you. How is Lagos?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. How is Anambra? Okay. Because we're going to be talking about Anambra.
Anambra is cool and fine.
That's good. That's good. Now, let me first of all get your, when I introduced you as the Coordinator of Movement for Conduct of Local Government Elections in Anambra State.
You are right. You are right. You are right.
Now, why do you need a movement for the conduct of local government?
It's a third tier of government.
Yes.
When you have the federal government, the state government, then the local government, then the third tier. That's the government that is very, very close to the people.
Exactly.
The grassroots.
So why do we now need an organization calling itself Movement for Conduct of Local Government Elections, as if there is any that, as you said, it's a tier of government well known, and at the right time and in due season these elections are conducted. So why now Movement for Conduct of Local Government Elections?
Because local government election in Nigeria has been relegated to the back door. Nobody is talking about the local government. And that is the starting point of democracy. And nobody is talking about it. And we have to, float a movement to canvass for the conduct of local government election, particularly in Anambra State.
Okay.
And the movement for the conduct of local government election in Anambra State does not just start today. It has been there. It has been there. We functioned during the time of P2B. We functioned during the time of Obiano. And we are going to function also the time of this Professor Chico Masoludo. So ours is to make sure that local government is conducted, that democracy is not stunted.
Okay, well, thank you for that. It's like what I'm getting from you is that you want to keep the importance of the local government as a system and as an election in constant view, so people know that, quite frankly, it's one of the more important aspects of governance, but people don't take it like that. They take it as the junior brother of the presidential and then the state, whereas local government is where all the people are.
Yeah.
Okay, now, in relation to the question you asked me, let me now ask you, when you said how is Lagos, let me ask you, how is Anambra, and in particular, I mean politically? Anambra has been in the news, your current governor and a former governor, now presidential candidate. Now, because these are two illustrious Anambra sons. Now, tell me, what is the temperature like politically in Anambra following the spat, even though it's not right to call it a spat, because only the governor spoke and the other gentleman, Mr. Obi, he didn't say anything in return apart from being placatory. So let me ask you, as a person on the ground, what's the temperature of the politics like in Anambra?
I think you are drawing me too early to the issue of Governor Soludo and the P2. We will talk on that later, but I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm going to talk about that, but I want to dwell more now on what is happening in Anambra State politically. Obviously, let me tell you, in Anambra State, presidential election will be conducted, then House of Assembly and that of Senate and House of Representatives will be conducted. Governorship election will not be conducted. But presently in Anambra State, nothing much is done. They are not campaigning. They are not talking about issue. No politician in Anambra State is talking about issue. They are not addressing issue. What you see in Anambra State here is people going to burial and taking picture, going to naming ceremony and wedding ceremony to take pictures, and going to maybe when a bishop is having birthday, they take pictures and put on social media. They are not addressing the issue of criminality. How are they going to solve it? In Anambra State, we have the issue of crime and the criminality. In Anambra State, we have the issue of poverty. No one is addressing all this issue. They are just taking pictures. So it is quite unfortunate.
You know, let me butt in a bit there, comrade. Forgive me. But these very important matters that you are mentioning, crime and criminality, poverty, yes. I mean, there is an elected government in place, and those kind of issues are the first line charge. That's what, you know, governments do, led by the governor. So when you say no one, first of all, I need to establish, I think, that you are not necessarily partisan. You're not speaking on behalf of any political party. Please correct me. Correct me if I was wrong. Yeah.
No. I'm not speaking for any political party, neither for any person. Comrade Obi is on his own.
Comrade Obi is on. Comrade Osita Obi.
He's on his own.
No relation of Peter Obi.
No. He's from a different local government. I'm from a different local government. I'm from Okasa local government. He is from Anocha.
Okay.
I am from a town known as Omuawolo in Okasa local government. In fact, we have all the state capital. He is from Anocha. Peter Obi is from Anocha local government. There's no relationship.
Excellent. So when you say nobody is addressing those important issues, there's a government in place. Crime and criminality, for instance, how can it be said that it isn't a major concern, among other things, but certainly one of the, you know, high flyers, crime and criminality? But maybe you want to explain a bit what you mean when we have a government in place, yet you say from your position as an activist that nobody's addressing those important issues.
Yes, I am talking about those that are canvassing to be elected as members of State House of Assembly and perhaps Senate and the House of Representatives. Yes. They are not canvassing for that, not addressing that issue. But the governor have addressed that issue.
Oh.
Recall that before the emergency of Soludo, a sitting member of Anambra House of Assembly was beheaded from his community. He went into action. As I talk to you now, we have law and order in Anambra State. Criminality has been brought to to certain level now.
Oh, okay, so, that's a relief. That's a relief to hear.
Soludo is trying, but there's other aspects. When I say that those people who want to be elected are not addressing the issue, if you want to go to the House of Representatives, you want to go to Senate, you want to go to the Anambra State House of Assembly, you must tell the people how you are going to use your legislative engagement to solve these problems. Yes. See, these are issues of poverty. Poverty enthrones all these things. Criminality is enthroned by poverty. I'm not saying because of poverty that people should take into crime. But this is inequality in the society. How are they addressing this inequality in the society? Those that want to go to State House of Assembly, they are not addressing that issue. They are only taking pictures. They go to the funeral. They go to the bishop birthday party and take pictures. They go to a wedding ceremony. They go to a marriage ceremony and take pictures. They are not addressing the issue. Let me give you an example.
All right.
I came from a town known as Omuawolo. By February this year, it will be 2 years. Omuawolo has no light. 2 years. And those who want to represent me are not addressing the issue. They are not even talking about that. So these are the things. So, but when you talk about criminality in Anambra State, the governor is handling it. Then there's other aspects I want to raise issue about. Take for instance, when you come to Oka as a state capital, there has been this issue of courtism, court-related fights going on in Oka. At least on Friday, somebody was killed. But before Soludo came in, you see, there's no day you wake up in Oka, you will hear that about 4 or 5 persons is killed. Courtists. We ask why. Why are they being killed? Why is the court in Oka?
Is this in a particular area of the state? Because Anambra State is wider, or is this a localized affair?
Yes, I'm talking about Oka South local government that harbors the state capital.
Oh, okay.
Because I am speaking from the state capital.
Okay.
Court activities are very high in Oka. That is wrong.
And you're not satisfied. You're not satisfied with efforts to address it, or is it being addressed at all?
No, it's not being addressed because let me tell you, the state government has limited power on this issue. The people that will address this is the Nigerian police. And the Nigerian police
Okay, I can understand. It's frozen for a while.
Saying that the Anambra State Police Command is highly compromised on this issue. Let me tell you, the Anambra State Police Command see Anambra State, as ATM card. They know all the courtists. I'm going to defend it on national television speaking. They know the courtists. Why have they not gone out against them? Because they pays return. I was attacked on 27th April this year.
Comrade, this is quite delicate because he who alleges, as you well know, must prove.
Yeah.
Now, when you say, the keepers of the law, making sure that laws are complied with, when you say that they are aware, they know these cultists, and you say, you even went as far as saying they are compromised. I mean, you wouldn't have proof of that, would you? Is this not speculation? This is what you feel. This is what some people feel. This is what some people feel.
No. I'm not speculating. I am not speculating.
When you say the police have been compromised, I mean, isn't that going to be difficult to prove?
No, it can be difficult to prove. They can come to me. You can come to me. The State Police Command can come to me for proof. I have said it that the Anambra State Police Command is extremely corrupt. I'm not going to run away from that. Let me tell you, the moment we begin to speak the truth, the moment we refuse to shy away from speaking the truth, the society will be better. I repeat again, Anambra State Police Command is highly compromised and extremely corrupt. Comrade Obi is saying that on national television. I want to be proved wrong.
Well, okay, Comrade Osita Obi. Whereas you can say what you want within the law, but as you know, one will have a problem. We can't really allow you to. A whole police command, you said.
It's a whole police command. It's my opinion.
Thank you very much. You just added a couple of words that really are helpful. This is not necessarily fact, but in your opinion, it is your view that,
of course,
the police command
in Anambra State is extremely corrupt.
Now, what kind of cultists are we talking about? Sometimes you hear about cultists in tertiary institutions, but is this related to a tertiary institution, or what kind of a cult is it?
No. The cultism and the cultists we are talking here is not related to tertiary institution. Look at what happened in Anambra State. You see, in Anambra State, you have shuttle buses. Yes. You have markets, you have tricycle, that is keke. These cultists are the people in charge of all these keke. They divided the route among themselves and collect money. And that is why when Soludo came in, Soludo came with a new tax policy. And the tax policy is that people should pay to the government direct. You see, and that policy is not good with the courts that are collecting this tax, because they collect this money now and pay meager thing to the government. When Soludo government came on board, he said that this is digital tax payment now. Any keke driver has to pay to the government direct. Formally, they pay, the courts collect this money. Let me tell you one thing. When you come to
you're calling them cultists. Sorry, I wanted to get you clearly. You're calling them cultists, but they sound pretty much like unionists that you see in other areas. Transport,
no. They are not union. They get into the union and masquerade as union, but they are real cultists. They collect. Let me tell you what happened in Oka North and South.
Sure.
Oka North and South, Oka North and South harbors the state government. That is the seat of power, where the state government sits. Let me tell you, when you come to Oka North and South, if you buy, assuming you now, speaking with me, Kola Wole, you buy a keke, that keke, you give it to somebody, that keke will not apply the road government built. The cultist must collect 50,000 from him as registration before he operates. This one doesn't go to government. Every month, the cultists collect what they call end of the year party, 4,005, about 9,000 keke in Oka North and South. Within 2 weeks, they are smiling to the bank with 36 million. This doesn't go to the government. Then you have what you call ATMC, that is Anambra Transport Management Code. This code was brought about to checkmate the activities of people that claim that they're keke people, but they use keke to go into robbery. That is why ATMC came. Under Obiano, this ATMC is 1,005. But these people sell it to keke drivers, 4,005, 5,000, even 6,000.
Now, comrade, yes. I'm trying to understand it. The transport system in Anambra, you segmented out the keke people. In Lagos, I think we call them keke napep or that kind of thing. You segmented that out. So the other transport unions, those ones, you're not referring to those ones as cultists.
I can refer to shuttle as well. It's the same everything. But the thing is that some people get into the union, be it market union, keke union, shuttle bus union. They get into that.
All right.
And they collect this money If they are not cultists, they are hoodlums. If they are not hoodlums, they are touts. And that is why when Soludo came in, Soludo said, I don't want all these things.
Okay.
I want digital payment. Pay to the government. And they are the same people sabotaging. Let me tell you, let me tell you, the problem we have in Anambra State is that the government of Anambra State is not communicating well. The shuttle bus drivers, the real shuttle bus drivers, I don't mean the union, the shuttle bus drivers and the keke drivers don't understand the government because the government is not communicating well with them. You see? So that's the only problem.
Okay.
You see, when you come to Anambra State today, when you come to Anambra State today, you see, you recall we've had a protest by the keke drivers, shuttle drivers, talking about the levies or the tax government asks them to pay. Let me tell you, Soludo is too fair. Go back to what I told you, Soludo is too fair for that. For coming with 15, for instance, Keke, he said that Keke should pay 15,000 naira a month. When you go through what I have enumerated, end of year party, registration, renewal of ID card.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Renewal of ID card and others. You discover that this 15,000, if you narrow it into a day, is just 500 naira a day. Let me recall also, when you go to a place like Owerri Road, Keke Napep Kekena pay 3,005 every day. 3,005 every day. Turns it into 1 month.
Okay. What
does it amount to?
We're talking about the Oka axis in Anambra State. It's not.
I'm also talking about Onisha axis. Onisha axis, entire Anambra State. About Kekena, and I'm talking about the entire Anambra, not only Oka North and South.
Okay. Now, you said that in your considered opinion, that this is your opinion.
My opinion.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, who first started calling these people that other people, maybe non-Anambrarians, might call transport union workers or transport unionists? Because all over the country, they can be a bit problematic in the eyes of some. But, to go from there to cultists, I wonder who started calling them cultists first. Is this something that you own, or are they generally known as that? Because you just assured me that, no, it has nothing to do with tertiary institutions, nothing to do with secret societies, but because of the way they behave, you see them as cultists.
Yes, the society called them cultists. I call them cultists because they organize themselves. If you don't believe in what they are doing, you are killed. I told you that I was attacked. I told you that I was attacked on 27th April. What was the reason I was attacked? I gathered ticket drivers at a pool. This is digital revenue collection. I was attacked. Somebody led 11 cultists to attack me. I was talking blanks.
I see.
So why should somebody attack? Why should somebody attack me because I was taking ticket drivers? The person attacked me because he felt I was dislodging them from the business they were doing. Okay. They were collecting this money and pocketing the money and giving the state government peanuts.
But as you said, since Governor Soludo came on board, he has addressed that. As you said, it's now digitally organized, and so revenues are going to government. And does that mean that the problem has been addressed?
No, the answer is no.
Okay.
And I want to tell you why the answer is no. You see, these people that are dislodged from collection of this revenue to their pocket and paying a meager to the government have now gone round to sabotage the system.
How? Okay. Good morning, Reverend Dominic. While the video froze there, it'll soon unfreeze, but fine morning to you, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Yori. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Good morning to us. If you can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, Reverend. Comrade Obi, can you hear? Can you hear Reverend Dominic?
Yes, I can hear him.
Okay.
Please, I can hear him.
Please go ahead,
now,
Reverend.
Your topic this morning is quite interesting, but along the line of this discussion, I'm almost confused. Are we talking about tax here? Are we talking about making local government functionable by having elected government officials? I don't know the one comrade is talking about, but I have a suggestion. My suggestion is this for government and Oster will be as a comrade in Anambra State. Why not Anambra come to Lagos to study Lagos tax collection system? You already don't talk about, I don't want to talk about the politics of Alpha Beta, but let me talk about the work of Alpha Beta in Lagos. In Lagos here today, there's a harmonized way of collecting tax. And that company that collectors pay it to government. Whatever they take as their percentage, it's a different thing altogether. But let's see that structure Tinubu put it down here in 1999 to 2007 that worked into the Alpha Beta, which means a harmonized way to collect revenue in a state. What the man is saying here is right. If you go to Anambra State, people that collect tax are tout court members because they collect this tax, they tell you what you will pay. If A comes, he will tell you maybe it's 2 naira. If B comes, he tells you it's 1 naira. And this collection of tax goes to their head. But I want to say this. Somebody is hearing me. I don't know his own interest. Because to me, in Anambra State, collection of tax is about interest of people, the boss, the big men, the comrades. So what I'm trying to say, if they want a good state, they must find a system that will collect tax harmoniously and pay to the government. That this one in Oka North, Oka West, Anambra East, Anambra West is a courtesan, as we call it, because it is a place you see lack of government coordination. And the solution has came. As he came, sorry to use that English, we thought this man would harmonize things. But the tragedy is taking. It's giving all of us concern. Let him come to Lagos. There's nothing wrong in Alphabeta. But leave the politics of Alphabeta. Find what Alphabeta is doing that today. Lagos can say by month, hey, we get 10 naira and they get the 10 naira. Regardless of the shenanigans. Because there's a system that collects the tax from everywhere and pay direct to government, which is madness in Anambra State. In Anambra, if you have power, you buy gun, you have your court group, you can collect tax. And I'm sure it's what OB is fighting. But it's not fighting the right way. Let him go to government and tell them how to have a coordinated tax collection so that Anambra will grow. Good morning.
Good morning, Reverend. Thank you very much. Now, Comrade Obi, before you react to that, I've got to go on a quick break, but I'll be back in a jiffy, and we can continue this conversation and also keep taking your calls.
It's not your regular show. It's an online interactive session where we share my views on the everyday issues that cut across politics, security, health, current affairs, governance, and so much more. I am passionate about our country. I choose to support any conversation geared towards building a better Nigeria. I am Babajide Kolade Otitoju. Join me every Saturday on TVC News YouTube channel as I discuss Nigeria and the world at large on the show, Issues with Jide.
Monkeypox is caused by a virus of same name that is closely related to now eradicated smallpox. The likely symptoms of monkeypox are fever, headache, muscle aches, energy, rash, swollen lymph nodes, among others. How does the monkeypox virus get spread? You can get the virus through close contact with an infected person and also through physical contact with an infected animal. To get monkeypox treatment, you need to see a physician. Here are the steps to protect yourself from monkeypox virus. Step 1. Avoid close contact with suspected or confirmed monkeypox cases. Step 2. Avoid physical touch with animals who could be infected. Step 3. Frequently clean and disinfect environments that could have been contaminated. We all need to join hands together to protect ourselves from this virus. This campaign is brought to you by TVC Communication. In the month of December, on the 1st, it is World AIDS Day. On the 3rd, attention shifts to persons living with disabilities. And December 9th is dedicated to International Anti-Corruption Day. 10th is Human Rights Day, while the 11th is the 2nd anniversary of the abduction of over 300 students in Kankara, Katsina State. On the 12th of December, the World Health Organization dedicates the day as Universal Health Coverage Day. On the 17th of December, the abducted Kankara boys were freed 6 days after. 18th of December is set aside as International Migrants Day. It is the last month of the year. Brace yourself for an interesting December. Stay with TVC News.
There is always more to a story than the screaming headline. The part of a story that is not told casts a shadow. It's like the part of an object that is not reached by light. On TVC News, I'm able to explore the many angles there are to a story, talking to stakeholders, asking the difficult questions, and digging for facts. I believe the viewers are able to make a better decision if they're well informed and understand not just a part, but the complete story. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Okay, welcome back. And we have this morning Comrade Osita Obi, who is in Awka, Anambra State. And he, quite frankly, you know, he's dissatisfied with the state of affairs. So, Comrade Osita Obi, as Reverend Dominic, can you hear me clear, Comrade? Are you there, Comrade?
Yes, I'm hearing you clear. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Great. As Reverend Dominic was saying when he called in, it was a bit confusing to him when you look at our caption, and then we wanted to talk about politics, the matters arising in Anambra, and then but you have an interest of the transport sector, and in particular these people you refer to as cultists. Now, Reverend Dominic, he sort of joined in the issue, and he said one idea might be, to learn how these things are done. I don't know how that will be received in government, but he compared it with Lagos, for example, without necessarily duplicating the system in Lagos, but there seems to be a system that probably needs to be done. Now, you wouldn't know what Governor Soludo and his team are working on, would you, in that regard, to sort of clean up the whole taxation system?
Yes, I think there's no confusion in what is happening here on my appearance here. I am talking about politics in Anambra State, and you can't divorce it from tax, economy, every other things.
Okay.
Reverend Dominic raised the issue of coming to Lagos to learn from Lagos what Alpha Beta is doing. I think Soludo is trying. Soludo has come with such ideas in Anambra State. Digital revenue collection. Recall that Soludo is just about 8 months in office. It's not clocked 1 year. He's doing better. You see, if you know what is happening before Soludo came in, it's mind-boggling. So he is doing that. He will arise there. He has said that tax in Anambra State will be paid digitally. The only problem is that those people that are benefiting from the old order are fighting back.
Okay. Okay.
But Anambra State and Soludo will win.
And maybe as a result of that agitation, peace is threatened from time to time, right?
Yes.
You said that you yourself, thank God that here you are speaking with us. You say you were attacked by, multiple people.
Yes, Curtis. I was taken to hospital in an ambulance. Because those that we are collecting these tax felt that I am a threat to them.
Yeah.
Because you see, you are dislodging them from taking the money that belongs to government they were appropriating to them before.
And just because you are speaking up as an activist, after all, you are not Governor Soludo who ordered that this is the new regime. This is how that's not you, but still they attacked you.
Yes, I'm an Anambrarian, and I want to help the government.
Okay.
You see, if tax all over the world, the government survive on tax.
All right.
If people are not taxed, the government will not be able to embark on any developmental projects.
Let me bring in another caller, Mazi Okoroafo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sir Yori. Good morning, Mr. B on Sky. Sir Yori, let's not tell the gospel truth. The nature of tax collection in the eastern Nigeria, Anambra, Enugu State, Abia, is terrible. Look, you heard the governors, whether it's the governors that are using these boys, or this, whether I don't know what to call them. I don't know. Like, let me give you an instance. What happened just when I was early last month. From Aba, Port Harcourt to Enugu, from Enugu coming down to Makurdi. Some boys on the road, you know what they did? They have a roadblock on their own, whether they say it's union or local government, that we must produce an emblem because we're coming with a Sienna. And that we must produce and we show them all the documents from Makurdi, from the transport. They ignored all of them. That we must pay, after that, land tax, paper tax, sticker tax, this and that. Everything that was around 50-something thousand. that because we are on transit, that you are going to give us a waiver that we pay the collect the sticker only because we are not deciding them. We coughed out 28,000 naira, which we did not plan for. So Yori had to be on the next. You know, because at the end of the day, we asked some people as okay. I called my man in Suka. He said, look, let me tell you that there are some of people that will collect 80,000 naira. It's a irrational collection of dues. The state government, that the governor and the local government, I don't know who's running who. Because the governors are just confusing the local government are just confusing, the commission are just confusing the people. Every day they carry notices, they carry adverts, and the money they are collecting, we don't know what they are doing in the east. Enugu Road, nothing to write about. Anambra Road, nothing to Onisha Road, nothing to write about. The Nightmare Road, nothing to write home about. What are the governors doing with this money?
All right.
The governors, they are paying them, they are not paying them. My elder sister, they are owing over 18 months. My father, they are owing 30-something months. What are they with you with money? Honestly speaking, it is very, very disheartening that when you come to eastern Nigeria, if I have my way, all those governors, I will remove all of them. That's close by and send all of them away because they are doing nothing. All these taxes, they use those. If you see how these boys are harassing people on the road, Sayori, you will not see that in that studio. Very, very arrogant. They don't care.
Wow.
After taking all this, they are nonsense. What India him, Ogogoro, Jim, Equitesi, Snap, all of them, one charge. You see them smelling. And this is what and government officials will
no wonder Comrade Obi refers to them as cultists.
Because the type of radicalism is too much. God, these governors are using these boys to terrorize people on the road everywhere. We cannot tolerate that nonsense completely to return. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Mazi Okoroa, for calling in. Comrade Obi, let's focus on local governments a bit. And I say this.
Please, Yori, can I react to what he just said?
Please, go ahead.
Just briefly. So you see, I am happy he said in Enugu State. In Anambra State today, you can't see such in Anambra State. Go and verify. You can't see such in Anambra State. Soludo has made it very clear that there will be no cultists and touts. And they are being flushed out. So this is happening. This is not happening in Anambra State. And when you talk of the rules, we have federal rules, we have state rules, we have local government rules. Yes, without being the spokesperson of Soludo administration, let me tell you, in Anambra State today, Soludo is trying. He reduced courtism and those extortion. Let me be conservative to 80%. Any person can come over here to debate it with me.
Okay. Comrade,
yes.
Okay, Ada has also called in from Jos. Good morning, Ada.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Yori Kola Wale.
He has reduced it to 1. He has reduced it to Yori.
Okay, to Yori now. And I heard the Kola Wale now. Okay. Then Mr. B that is there. Good morning. It's very interesting. I'm calling from.
Good morning. Good morning, Sister Ada.
There's madness in that Anambra State, you know. I can't believe they were traveling to worry from.
No, it's being confirmed by now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Carry on, Ada.
Okay. We're going to worry. We got from Jos and then we got to Onisha. I couldn't believe my ears. They stopped us. All these Akwoji, they used to call them Akwoji men, you know, with broad chest. They said we should pay for radio, you know, the radio fixed in the vehicle.
Radio TV license?
Yes, I've never heard of that one before. They want the radio in the car, that we should pay for it. We thought it was a joke. As a play, they went, he said, okay, people, open your boots. They took the spare tire and said, if we don't pay it, they're seizing our spare tire. I couldn't believe that. I said, what the hell is that going on? I've never had that experience anywhere, you know, in the world. So Peter Obi, all those things died down. So I don't know what happened during the time of Obi, although he touched on that a bit. Then we should be on board now. You know, it's easy to criticize when you're outside. Now that he's now at the saddle, I'm sure it has gone on him that it's not that easy. But he should do all he can to sanitize that place. There's so much madness. Then the Bagu, if a bag actually functioning there, You know, so I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's only Amotekun that is functioning.
Okay.
Let's not do all this one. We shall be well. Okay.
Thank you very much for calling in, Ada. Okay, Comrade Obi, maybe you remember she mentioned Ebubeagu, so maybe conversation will come to that. But I wanted to point out, since you're also very, in fact, your body is Movement for Conduct of Local Government Elections in Anambra State, and you explained why you thought it was important. Just recently, the president, Muhammadu Buhari, has actually said that the stunted development being experienced in local governments up and down, he said he holds the governors responsible for, quote-unquote, pocketing funds, local government funds. You probably have a take on this, Comrade Ositobi.
I have a take on that. I witness everything. I witness Governor P2B administration 8 years. I witness that of Ngige 3 years. I witness that of Obiano 8 years. You see, the issue of local government election is pathetic. Local government is the third tier of government. It is the government that are very close to the people. You see, election is not conducted. That is why I am very sad about that of Anambra State. I am not criticizing P2B, but if it has come to a situation that we cannot bear our mind and speak the truth, then somebody like Obi will die, somebody like Comrade Obi will die and leave this earth. P2B stunted democracy in Anambra State. He refused to conduct local government election.
You say P2B stunted democracy in Anambra State?
Of course, he did that. I want to give him credit. He opened many communities by building roads, but he stunted local government election in Anambra State. You see, when you conduct local government election, for goodness sake, we are talking about provision of job. Anambra State has 21 local governments. When you conduct that local government election, you have 21 executive local government chairmen. You have 21 deputy local government chairman executive. Then you have councillors. So what are you doing? You are providing job and internalizing democracy. Record that somebody like Ike Ekweremadu started from that tier of government. He was the chairman and in the local government. From there, he got to the devotion secretary to Enugu State government before he got to the Senate. So local government is an important sector, but it has been stunted. In Anambra State, I was excluded from the democratic participation. I was excluded.
Okay, but you're not a member of any political party.
I don't want to be a member of any political party. There are other people who want to contest as well, who were excluded from participation. That is political exclusion. When you are talking about creating wealth, eliminating poverty, that is the area you start with. You are talking about crime today. If you conduct local government election, crime will be fought. People will be there. Their eye will be there. So these are the things. That is where we start.
Comrade, you explained that Anambra has 21 local governments. There will be chairmen, there will be councillors, and all these other guys, and thereby, jobs would have been provided. But surely it's not just for jobs, because I want to refer again to the president's assertion that development could have been better if, according to him, the word pocket is in quotes, if, according to him, governors were not pocketing funds meant for the development of local councils, local government areas. It could have been better.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. The president spoke my mind. Like I told you, in my own local government, Oka South, I came from Oka South local government. The government of Anambra State appropriated for 8 years local government fund that accrued to my local government. They appropriated it without account, without conducting local government election. And development didn't come because they appropriated that. Let me tell you, even as president, you have potentials, you have vision. Then as a state governor, you have potentials and vision. As a local government chairman, you have potentials and visions.
That's right.
The same way to the ward level, that's councillor.
That's right.
Councillor have potentials and the wisdom. So you don't have to exclude them from political participation. When you do that, you are enthroning anarchy and the crisis. We have problem in all over Nigeria today because local government election is not conducted.
Let me bring in Peter. Peter has called in from Kaduna State. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Sir, I'm coming from Kaduna State. My name is Peter Zekawa.
Carry on, please.
My name is Peter Zekawa.
Yes, we've heard. Thank you, Peter.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you, sir.
Good morning, Peter. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. I'm in Kaduna State, but I live in Anambra. I just traveled to Anambra State. I came back on Monday from Anambra State.
Okay.
So I want to first and foremost pray for my former governor in the person of Mr. Peter Obi.
Carry on, please.
May God Almighty bless Peter Obi, Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. May God bless him for the good deeds he did for us in Anambra State.
Okay.
He's a wonderful governor and he did well.
Okay. Peter, this is relating to the comment of Comrade Obi that he actually slowed down democracy in Anambra State.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please continue.
I traveled to Anambra State. I just come back on Monday. The rate of poverty now in Anambra State is worsening every day. Chief Charles Soludo, the incumbent governor of Anambra State now, I voted him and I supported him, but what I saw when I traveled to Anambra State last week, I was not happy. Soludo gathered all the way, he said he stopped Aburu. But the vehicle I entered from here at the local government to Onisha was stopped by the Aburu. And the conductor of the government was to break the mouth of the conductor that day and break his seat and collected money from himself by force. When I reached out to Onisha Head Bridge, Aburu people stopped us. The goods we buy from Onisha Head Bridge, Aburu himself stopped us and collected 5,000 naira on that goods from us by force, by fire. So I don't know why he said he stopped Aburu. Aburu is not working. Anambra now is worse than before in times of Aburu.
Okay.
You see criminals, you will see all these remote smokers everywhere in Anambra State, challenging people, harassing innocent souls, collecting money from them. If you buy goods from market, you want to transport it back to your town or to your village. After we come down, after you pay 20,000, you pay 10,000 naira. If you Anambra State now, if you want to read if you bought a consignment in Anambra State now, you have to pay 40,000 naira before you can be able to carry your goods.
I hear you. All right. Well, thank you very much, Peter. Thank you very much, Peter, for calling in. You're in Kaduna right now, but as you said, you just, you're an Anambran, I guess, and you just arrived from there. So thank you for contributing this. And as the program was progressing, I'm beginning to understand why Comrade Osita Obi was referring to all these people who are involved in all these, should I call it taxation, extortion, because there's official taxation, as cultists. I understand you now a bit better, Comrade Osita. Still, we have to be careful with our words. But in closing now, you didn't let us. You said you didn't let us get to the other thing I wanted you to comment upon. But that's okay. If you don't want to go there, it's okay.
Go on.
Yeah, go on. Well, I asked you the question first. That give me your take on the whole Obi Soludo little engagement.
You see, like I told you, it is a problem or situation I want to avoid, but you want.
All right, avoid it by all means. If that
no,
I don't want to force you because we've run out of time anyway.
No. Yori, wait.
Oh yeah.
Because you want to see.
You have 30 seconds.
Yes, Soludo is the governor of Anambra State. Peter Obi is our son. Soludo have not said anything that is bad. Soludo must have opinion, just like Comrade Obi has opinion.
Okay.
So he mustn't be crucified. I went over the social media, I see people calling Soludo a mad person. This is, for goodness sake, my governor. Soludo is right. As far as I'm concerned, my local government fund was appropriated for 8 years. Nobody gave me account. So that's the issue. But then let me just talk at national.
No, you don't have time anymore. I beg your pardon. You've just said that as far as you're concerned, Governor Soludo is right. I'm going to have to leave it there.
Right.
Thank you very much. Comrade Osita.
Thank you.
Comrade Osita Obi. Thank you very much. Convener and coordinator, Recover Nigeria Project, and also Movement for the Conduct of Local Government Elections in Anambra State. Thank you very much, comrade, for interesting conversation this morning. So that's our program today. Well, weekend is the weekend, so we'll see you again on Monday, God willing. Join us then for a fresh edition, 11 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. I'm Yori Folarin. Do have
Join me, Precious Amayo, as I bring you news from the epicenter, where it happens and when it happens, staying on top of every breaking story, minute by minute, right at the hour when the city gets busy and just before it sleeps. We're live from every angle with objective insight and analysis. TVC News, first with breaking news.
World Cup final goal. The World Cup season is here again, and you can almost feel the excitement in the air. The best national teams in the world will be battling it out to determine who lives the coveted FIFA World Cup trophy come December 18th, 2022. Wondering what each team's shadow looks like, where the seat in the standings, who will be playing who, and what to expect. We've got you covered with all the previews and reviews you need to stay right on top of everything in Qatar on FIFA World Cup Fans Special Show. Coming live on TVC News YouTube daily for 30 minutes, 15 minutes preview before the match, and 15 minutes review post-match of the day. Keep up with all the actions happening in Qatar with expert match previews and reviews from our seasoned sports pundits. And guess what? You also stand a chance to win loads of exciting prizes when you predict correctly the outcome of the match of the day. To participate in FIFA World Cup Fans Special, subscribe to TVC News YouTube channel. Enter your prediction in the comment section of the match of the day video. Use the hashtag FIFA World Cup Fans Special in your predictions. Finally, include the last 4 digits of your number with your predictions. Let's play!
Our planet, our home, threatened by man's activities with fears of mass extinction on the rise. On Green Angle, we examine the issues that affect our environment, seek solutions to put us on track to secure and restore a cleaner and greener world for generations to come.
There is always more to a story than the scriminal line. The part of a story that is not told casts a shadow. It's like the part of an object that is not reached by light. On TVC News, I'm able to explore the many angles there are to a story, talking to stakeholders, asking the difficult questions, and digging for facts. I believe the viewers are able to make a better decision if they're well informed and understand not just a part, but the complete story. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Politics is defined as getting what, where, when, and how. But in the mix, many things come to play to shape the political fortune of any country.
Honorable Minister, that's how you misinform the public.
From the political actors to the electorate, campaign to voting, from debates to policy decisions, big events happen to engage us in constant conversation.
That's what we're looking for. Not some people who are talking about ethnicity. No.
Who is on your mind?
Don't worry.
Join me every day on Politics Tonight, where we dissect issues that shape our political destiny. Politics Tonight, weekdays on TVC News.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC Midday News. We begin this half hour in the nation's capital, where President Muhammadu Buhari has strongly criticized state governors for the institutional corruption in the local government system.